so high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world but keep the sky on your mind. So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world but keep the sky on your mind. So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Flying, get on board. We're soaring on top of the world. Dangerous times, don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind. Flying, get on board. We're soaring on top of the world. Flying, get on board. We're soaring on top of the fly so high, I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Flying, get on board. We're soaring on top of the world. Dangerous times, don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind. Flying, get on board. We're soaring on top of the world. Flying, get on board. We're soaring on top of the fly so high, I'm hypnotized.
Hello, 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 and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another flight here with Club the Noob. Hope you guys are doing well. Today we have an interesting flight here. We will be flying from Doha to Dubai using the A320. Okay, so let me just quickly set the windows here. All right, that's good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello, and I hope you can hear me really well. Just get some traffic going into our live stream here. Yeah, I've got some traffic injections going on now. Let's see. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we are at Hamad International in Doha. And as you can see, we'll be flying the Airbus A320. I'll be using the fly-by-wire A320 for today's flight. It looks great here, here in Doha. The livery that I'm using is particularly very nice. We'll have a closer look in a second. Give me a minute to get the stream going here. Got a couple of things going on for today's stream here. All right, okay. That's fantastic. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a closer look at today's aircraft that we're flying, shall we? Look at how lovely this livery looks, by the way. Incredible, isn't it? Incredible livery here. This is the Qatar Airways livery. And let's see, what kind of weather are we using right now? We're using live weather, so we use real time as well. I'm wondering, should I fly this flight in during the day or during a nighttime? You know what? I'm gonna stick to a nighttime flight here today in our stream. Okay, so the aircraft here is looking really lovely. Let's have a look at the airport we're at as well, shall we? I have asked for traffic to get injected, but I don't know whether a lot of traffic is actually being injected or not. Let's try. Let's have a look around here. Ah, there it is. You can see some traffic from Qatar Airways parked at the gates. Increase the drone speed here. There we are. Brilliant, ladies and gentlemen. Check that out. We've got a couple of aircraft here. Qatar Airways 777, Malaysian Airlines, Royal Air Maroc, Middle Eastern Airlines, I believe. Ooh, quite a lot of Malaysian Airlines. PIA, Royal Jordanian, Finnair, Iran Air, and Indigo here parked today at the beautiful airport that we have today. Look at how lovely this looks, man. Incredible, isn't it? Beautiful airport that we are at today. Hamad International OTHH, in case anyone's wondering. And we have a lot more aircraft parked on this side as well. But anyway, let's go on to where we are parked today. As a matter of fact, you know what I'll do? Let's come back here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have the aircraft in cold and dark at the moment. And I'm wondering, you know what? I've decided I'm going to continue this flight using real time and live weather. So it's nighttime right now in Doha. We'll take off using that setting. Okay. All right. Wonderful. Without further delay then, let's go ahead. We'll jump in the cockpit. We'll get this aircraft started up. And we'll continue this flight today. Once I'm in the cockpit, I can brief you on today's flight plan, as well as show you around a little nav map as well. Here we are in the cockpit, ladies and gentlemen, and for today's flight we will be taking off from runway 16 left in Doha. You can see we're parked right now here in parking 3-1. We're going to be taking off from runway 16 left. Okay, let me just make that a little bigger so you guys can have a better look what I'm seeing. Okay. From there, we're going to fly out of 16L using the departure Kuprim, Kuprim, Kuprim SID. And we're going to continue along our journey. Our journey today should take 45 minutes roughly, 45 to 50 minutes here. We're going to fly mostly straight until we come to our arrival into Dubai, where we will be looping around quite a bit, a lot of 90-degree turns here. We'll be landing into runway 12 left in Dubai using the ILS. And we'll be using Dato 1E as our arrival star into Dubai. Okay? So quite a straightforward plan here. Nothing too complicated, as you guys can see. All right then. Just hide little nav map here for you guys. We don't need that for the time being. Here we are in the aircraft, golden dark. Let's go ahead and get this started up, yeah? Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and get this started up. Okay, before anything, let's come to the tablet here. Oh, I love it when the livery of the cup changes to the aircraft we're flying. Really high fidelity here. Wow, this cup looks so beautiful, huh? Really is nice. Anyway, I'm gonna enjoy messing around with that. Let's go to the tablet here today, which also looks quite nice with the black borders and everything. Really nice looking. Let's have a look at the, well, we'll have the weather, have a look at the weather conditions later on. Let's first go to our services that we want. Let's connect the forward, let's open up the forward door here. And we'll request the air stays here, not jet bridge, we're not near any bridges. We'll connect the stairs here instead. As you can see, the stairs are being connected right now. Lovely. Very, very nice, isn't it? Let's have a little bit of a look with the drone camera. Oh, look at that. We've got more aircrafts here. Is that an A380? Yes, it is. It's an A380 Al-Qatariya A380, which is nice. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Next to our aircraft here. The A320. Here it is. Looks lovely here today. Okay, we can see that the air stairs are still in the process of being attached here. That's interesting. Okay. The air stairs have just managed to attach. Let's see, how many passengers shall we take today? It's a good question, isn't it? Okay, I'm thinking we should carry around 150 passengers for the day. That won't be too much. Just try and take a nice shot here for our thumbnail that I can post later on after the live stream, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Maybe a little bit in. Yeah, right there. Check that out. That's a good thumbnail, isn't it? Well, maybe not with the truck, but otherwise it should make a decent thumbnail here. There we go. Nice. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've messed about enough. Let's go ahead and get inside the cockpit here. And we have air stairs performing a bunch of gymnastics here. As you guys can see, it's misbehaving a little bit, but we're gonna ignore that. Let's just request that again. Let's connect the ground power unit to get all these services connected that we want connected. This often happens sometimes, but yeah, I think it's fixed itself. Okay, that's great. Okay, for fuel today, 7,600. Okay, we'll carry 9,524 kgs here. That should be plenty for the short hop to Dubai. For our payload, as discussed, let's carry 150 as usual. I like carrying near full load. There we go. While all this is happening, let's go ahead and get the aircraft started up here from cold and dark. Let's go overhead here. Luckily, we have the rotating light from the ground services illuminating our panel here, so we're going to take advantage of that really quickly here. Turn on our batteries and turn on external power. Let's turn on overhead lighting here. Let's also turn on some dome lights quickly while we work with some brightness here. Okay. So that, okay, everything else seems to be pretty much all good, I think. Okay, let's see. Okay, we'll also increase the pedestal lighting here. Floodlight, maybe 10%. That's all we need for now. We'll work with that later. Let's put the dome light on dim and let's get this thing started up. Okay, batteries and external power are done. Let's put the nav and logo lights to on. Strobe lights can come to the automatic position. Okay, they're in the automatic position. Let's get the APU started, shall we? Okay, should get the APU started. Crew oxygen supply can be turned on. Emergency lights can be armed. No smoking can be turned on here. Let's see. The ADAR system, all three of them to the nav setting. Wait for systems to come back online here. Just tune some brightness here in the cockpit. Right there, a little bit of brightness there. A little bit of brightness there, a little bit of brightness there. What is this? The floodlights. Do we need... How do I... Wait. The floodlights are controlled... Oh, okay. We'll leave it on 10%. Okay, 5% floodlights is enough. Alright. That looks... Look, that's all good. We've got the APU up and running here. We go outside really quickly. We can see the exhaust gases being given out. And we can see the airstairs continuing to perform a bunch of gymnastics. And we'll ignore it. We'll ignore it. But anyway. The cargo loading has finished. As you guys can see, the cargo loader is now closing up. I believe the catering truck is also done. This door should close momentarily. Let's see what happens, eh? It should close by itself, but I see. This door is now closing. We can go inside and close that manually, not a big deal. We're aft to close. Now that we have the APU on, we don't need the ground power unit anymore, really, but yeah, we'll leave it on for now. Let's go ahead and set our flight plan for the day. Increase the brightness a little bit up here. Okay. Let's see. Our takeoff today will be from OTHH. We're landing into OMDB. Let's insert that, shall we? Okay. Our cost index for the day, let's just use 80. Our cruising altitude for the day is 25,000. Our flight number for the day is going to be CDN and number 6. Let's see what else. Zero fuel weight, we'll copy it in from the scratchpad. Block fuel today is 9.5. Insert that. Let's now go to our flight plan and program it, shall we? Okay, before we enter the departure and arrivals, let's go ahead and set the other waypoints for the day that are not part of the departure and arrival, obviously. We'll start with Boxot. Now, I've never tried this flight plan before, so we might have issues, I don't know. Hopefully not. Yukovo. Okay, I can see that the pointer is misbehaving a little bit. Excuse me for that. Nabex is our last en route waypoint before arrivals, ladies and gentlemen. All three work. That's fantastic. Let's clear this flight plan discontinuity. Let's go to our departure for the day. We're going to be using 16 left for our departure. We're going to be using Kuprim. Do we have Kuprim? Luckily we do. Let's insert that into a flight plan, ladies and gentlemen. Flight plan discontinuity, that can be cleared. Let's see. In OMDB for our arrival today, we'll be using ILS 12 left. 4,350 meters available. Dato 1E is our standard arrival that we're using today. And insert that, and let's have a look at our flight plan. Any discontinuities? None whatsoever. Okay, before we... Oh, there is one. Clear that. Okay. That should fix our flight plan here. Yes, it does. Okay, before we continue on here, ladies and gentlemen, let's actually go and see our plan here today. Go through our plan, shall we? Okay, where are we right now? Okay, here we are at Doha, runway 16 left. That's our departure. We can see that everything is looking good here. Goodness, the pointer is misbehaving. The bug in Microsoft Flight Simulator is quite annoying, isn't it? Really, if you think about it. But anyway, okay. See that? Oh my goodness. Let's keep going here. Lotam, Eslin, Kupro, Boxot, Ukuvo, Nabix, Datob, and that will bring us Rerek, Ukrim. Okay. Okay, and there it is, OMDB 12 up. Everything is looking good, so we can go ahead and continue setting up our FMC here. Let's go to the performance page. Flaps takeoff today will be 1. Transition altitude for the day, we will actually use 10,000 as our transition altitude. Okay, let's use 10,000 and V1 121, VR 122, V2 at 126, ladies and gentlemen. With that, we have our FMC completed. As you can see, we have managed speed available, managed heading available. In other words, LNAV and VNAV for those used to Boeing. That's effectively what it is. Let's set our climb out altitude to 10,000 feet, and you can see that we have managed climb mode available as well. That means our FMC is all good. Autopilot is all good for the time being. So the reason I said 10,000 is first we'll climb out to 10,000. And then we will climb out to 25,000, which is our cruising altitude for the day, okay? So first we'll climb out to 10,000, and then from 10,000 we'll perform a two-step approach to this climb out. Okay, everything is looking good. Let's set our barometric pressure for the day. We'll just press B as a shortcut, and we have the barometric pressure automatically in at 29.50. Barometric pressure is set. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, with that we can now continue on with our startup checklist here. Okay, altimeters are set. Let's go ahead and set our seat belts to on. What's going on here? Oh, okay, it only has 2 positions. So we've turned it on now. External power can now come off. Go to the tablet, we can request ground power unit to go away from us. There it is, going away. So the ground power unit is now slowly going away from us. Loud here at the airport, as expected. Go back in here, go up there, and continue. Okay, effectively, ladies and gentlemen, with that, we are actually ready for pushback here. So we're gonna use the pushback in the tablet here. So go to pushback. Before, let's attach the pushback system here. It's called the tug as well. Before we release the parking brake and begin pushing back, let's have a look at how today's taxi will look. Interesting. Okay, we'll push back this way, turn the tail to our left or the nose to our right. Afterwards, we will continue taxiing along this taxiway that you see. Take the right here, take the left here, continue on till the end right there. And that there is runway 16 left. In case you're wondering, that's where we will we'll perform our takeoff from, okay? So we'll taxi using that way, we'll reach there and we'll take off from there. Short taxi today, luckily. So let's go inside and get this thing started. Parking brakes released. Tug. Can begin now. While we're being pushed back, we're gonna go ahead and start the engines. Beacon lights can come on.
Flight attendants, arm doors, and cross check.
There we go. Announcement for arm doors and cross check. Fuel pumps can come to the on position. A lot of them. Then we can turn the APU bleed to on. You can hear that. You can turn the engine mode selector to ignition and start engine number 2 here. And our safety briefing has begun. Ladies and gentlemen, I think you can hear it in the background here. While that's being done, let's go outside and have a look at the engine startup and enjoy the sounds of the engine starting up. Yeah. There it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's head back inside, shall we? Okay. Engine number 2 has started up. Let's go ahead and start engine number 1 as well. Let's have a look. Engine number 1 starting up. The safety briefing is still going on. Okay. Takeoff in our background there, ladies and gentlemen, or a landing rather. Oh, sorry, my bad, it's a landing. Lovely. Okay, let's go inside and ask our pushback to turn us. Let's go ahead and request the turn here. There we are, being turned on to, in fact, request a tighter turn, so we are in line with the taxiway here. Oh, my chat section is looking real dull today, isn't it? No one has tuned in at all. Nonetheless, we shall keep going here. Okay, we're about lined up now. Let's go ahead and put the tug direction slightly out like that. Okay, let's pause our pushback here. Turn on our parking brakes. Let's go outside. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. We're in line with the taxiway, so we can request the pushback to detach. As we prepare to taxi out now, move the pushback system. Let's have a look at the weather, shall we? OTHH, what is the weather today? 4 knots at 35 degrees Celsius, hot day, but winds are not too bad. Let's check how OMDB is looking. 37 degrees Celsius, 4 knots, even hotter, but very similar wind. Nothing too serious. Okay. All right, let's see, what shall we do now? We can go overhead, get our APU bleed to go off. We have the engine bleeds running, engine generators running. We no longer even need the APU, so let us go ahead and turn off the APU as well. Okay, and we are ready to taxi, ladies and gentlemen, but before we do, let's go ahead and turn on our taxi lights here. Our landing lights can come to the off position. And we're ready to taxi. Turkish Airlines, beautiful looking straight ahead of us. We have released our parking brakes and we are rolling, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. Really lovely here. As I was discussing on my previous live streams, I really should perform more nighttime flights. They're very enjoyable. I understand that a lot of the scenery is harder to observe, but the nighttime flights in itself is a really enjoyable thing, to be honest with you. It's also more demanding, if you ask me. There's something, eh? There it is, ladies and gentlemen, Turkish Airlines. I believe that's a 777? No, it isn't actually. That's an Airbus A330, I believe. Anyway. Here we are, continuing on our taxi. I'm not using any forward thrust. Okay, let's arm the ground spoilers here. Drop our flaps for takeoff position. Can also put our auto brake to max in preparation for takeoff. Okay, that's also done. We'll be able to see Doha quite well, actually. Right before we take off, we'll turn around and have a look at beautiful Doha. There's really lovely lights going on in the scenery, so something we have to check out before we leave, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. You can hear plenty of chatter in the cabin. Quite loud, huh? Still nobody tuning in to say hello here, I see. In case anyone's watching this, please feel free to say hello in the chat. You can see the windsock, a little bit of movement there, but nothing too bad. Okay, here we are coming up on the turnoff onto the runway, ladies and gentlemen. Short taxi here to runway 16 left. As you can also see, there is an aircraft coming into land. We'll probably view that landing. And we're also able to see Doha off to our left here. So I'll just stop the aircraft a little bit ahead so we can see the landing. Actually, you know what? Let's just go outside, shall we? Okay, I'll just put the parking brakes on. I shall go outside. There is the landing right there, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Doha off to our left, looking really, really lovely. But anyway, let's go ahead and taxi lights off. Sorry, landing lights on here. We can turn on our runway turn off lights. We can turn on our strobe lights as well. Dome lights can come off. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get our TCAS set here as well. TCAS should be somewhere here. And
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
there we go. We have the captain announcing. And we're looking clear here, so let's take advantage of this opportunity to go ahead and take off here. We're gonna perform a rolling takeoff. So let's go ahead and do that, ladies and gentlemen. Our flaps are down, lights are set, ground spoilers are set, cabin check, we can ignore that. We are ready to take off here, ladies and gentlemen. Transponder set, let's see if anyone is landing in right now. There's an aircraft coming in, isn't there? Oh, well, he's far away, we can squeeze in a takeoff here. Runway 16L coming up as we say goodbye to Doha here. Okay, that aircraft is coming in really quickly. We're gonna, if he's coming into land, he's gonna have a problem, isn't he? In either case, let's just go ahead and get this aircraft rolling, shall we? Okay, engines are looking good, and we have toga. Beautiful Qatar Airways building to our right. Right there. Anyway, let's take off here. Okay, positive rate. Gear up. Flaps up. Hand over control to the autopilot. Put the throttle in the climb detent. Auto throttle engaged. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, as we leave behind the beautiful city of Doha and the lovely airport of Hamad International. We are on our way to Dubai, ladies and gentlemen. On our way to Dubai. Okay. Auto throttle's working. Ooh, we forgot to turn off our engine mode selector from ignition to normal. But that's fine. It's not a big deal. Well, it should be, but at least we spotted it right now. Our ground spoilers can come down now. So unarmed. Seatbelts and no smoking lights can remain on. Landing lights can remain on for now. And we have little to do till we reach 10,000 feet now, so let's enjoy this beautiful takeoff here as we leave Doha behind, ladies and gentlemen. There we are. We have an altitude restriction right now at 5,000 feet, so the autopilot will follow it for the time being. Let's see how long the restriction lasts, eh? Apart from that, ladies and gentlemen, we are well on our way to Dubai now. Just turn off the tablet here. Are there two tablets? Oh, there are. Oh, they both turn off at the same time. Okay, excellent. All right. We don't need dome lights here today, do we? It is a little dark in the cockpit, but I have to say I kind of like it, so, you know. We still have an altitude restriction. Let's have a look at how long this altitude restriction is going to last. Till we reach Cassis. And I believe that's Cassis coming up right there. Yes, it is. So after Cassis, we will continue our climb on to 10,000 feet here. There we are. Making our turn right onto Cassis here. And the altitude restriction has disappeared. Our aircraft would start climbing automatically to 10,000 feet. Yes, it has. It has gone to the climb mode. And the thrust is being managed as well. So we have... Excellent. Okay. Lovely. We are, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a quick look at our nav map, shall we? Okay. So open up a little nav map here and have a look. Alright. So our aircraft is right now just past Cassis and we are traveling towards 10,000 feet, as you can see. We are right about... Okay, we're still in the departure procedure here though. We've reached 10,000 feet here, so let's go ahead and do the necessary. Let's turn off our landing lights here, retract them completely. The nose wheel lights can go to the off position, runway turn off lights can go off as well. Transition altitude, we need to change that. Let's just wait to hit 10,000 here. Let's go ahead and climb out to 27,000 feet now using manage mode. That will be our cruising altitude for the day, and we should see the speed automatically being increased now, as well as the barometric pressure flashing. So let's go ahead and set it to standard, as we should. There we go. Autopilot has commanded the speed to increase to 290 knots. We'll probably be holding that for the rest of this journey. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now beginning our climb out towards 25,000 feet. Oh, I've set 27,000. Let's put it at 25,000. My bad. 25,000 is the cruising altitude for the day. Okay. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we just wait till our top of descent. Which, once again, let me show you guys our top of descent on little nav map. Our top of descent is right here. It is past Ukuvo. So until we reach Ukuvo, we don't need to worry about anything. You can go ahead and enjoy the views, ladies and gentlemen. Matter of fact, why don't we do that, eh? Why don't we go and enjoy... Let me just put the dome lights here to dim, so we can kind of look around the cockpit. Put the floodlight to 0 here, you know, just so we have some sort of visibility in the cockpit here. But anyway, you can still see the runway lights of the airport. That's really cool. Let's go ahead and have a look at what the passenger is seeing, shall we? As he or she looks out the window, let's see what he or she sees. Oh my goodness, there it is. This looks kind of scary, doesn't it? It is, to some degree, it does look kind of scary. Look at that. You can see the land, though. It's kind of fascinating. You can actually see the land. The nav light flashing. Oh, that's the reflection of the beacon light at the top of the aircraft. So, that's what that is. Really nice. You can see the strobe lights really clearly. There's another beautiful view. Really nice. This is so peaceful. Very calming here. Yeah. Really calming. And I expect the captain to make an announcement to us when we reach our cruising altitude. So that's going to be fascinating. But this is lovely. So relaxing. Okay, we're still at 20,000 feet. We'll go back into the cabin to hear the captain make the announcement that we have reached cruising altitude of 25,000 feet. It'll be really fun, wouldn't it? And once we reach 20,000 feet, we can actually go ahead and turn off our seatbelt sign. Let our passengers walk about. We have upholstery. Unfortunately, unlike the other liveries that I've flown before, this one does not feature custom upholstery inside the cockpit. That would have been nice. In addition to the cup, it would have been nice to have some custom upholstery on the seats. Been really nice. But anyway, still a really good looking livery from the outside. And yeah. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have just crossed, or we're just about to cross 24,000 feet here. And our climb is looking good here. We can actually go ahead and turn off the dome lights at this point. Actually, we'll do that once we reach 25,000 feet. We'll turn off the seat belts and the dome lights so we can have a dark cockpit as we enjoy the rest of the flight for the day. In addition to that, we will go inside the cabin and have a look at... Okay, there comes 25,000 feet and our climb rate is dropping. So let's go ahead and turn off seatbelt signs and our dome lights here. Let's go outside, go into the cabin. This lovely looking livery here. I'll expect the captain to make the announcement. He usually does. Let's see. Ooh. Seems today he's not going to make the announcement. Well, that's a shame, ladies and gentlemen. I was hoping we'd be able to hear the captain make the announcement that we've reached our cruising level for the day. Apparently he's not going to make that announcement today. That sucks. And anyway, I wonder why he didn't make the announcement, or do we just miss it? Who knows? But we are at 25,000. We are holding altitude, and there is an aircraft right there that we can see. We're in the cockpit that looks really, really beautiful here. Let's have a look at the cockpit from a more zoomed out angle, shall we? Yep, right there. That looks lovely. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. We are now making our gradual journey into Dubai. And ahead of us we can already see the coastline. It is not a long journey at all. In fact, we can go ahead and have a look at nav map now. Look at the nav map right now. You can see that we have clearly finished our departure out of Doha. We're now flying through the middle portion of our journey here. And we're not actually that far away from top of descent. As you can see, we're closing up really quickly on the top of descent here. We're going to spend our longest time in this arrival procedure here. It was a twist and another twist, an S turn basically, into a lineup with a runway 12L for the ILS landing. But yeah, we're coming up really quickly here on the top of descent. You can see an aircraft passing by really close. Let's see. Leave it on that mode. And I think you guys can see it quite clearly, can't you? Okay. I have put it see-through, so not the case. Let's go ahead and hide the nav map. There we are, coming into another turn here. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Surprised no one has come in to say hello today on my stream, eh? That's a shame. That is a shame. We seem to be making a serious deviation here. I'm wondering what's going on. Let's have a look. We're now flying directly towards Ukovo. 5,000. Okay, that is the wrong waypoint, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just fly towards Nebex directly. Yep, we're flying towards the wrong waypoint right now. I think I entered the wrong one, so let's just go ahead and fly direct to Nebex. Let's fly direct to Nebex. Yep, that should fix our journey here. So what happened was the waypoint Ukovo that I programmed in right here, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, the waypoint Ukubo that I programmed in turned out to be the wrong waypoint. So because of that, our plane was going off course, but now we are heading back in the right direction. As you can see, I have asked it to fly directly towards waypoint of Nabix. Okay, so we'll be back on track. A little problem there, as expected, you know. Sometimes you make these mistakes, but the key is to spot them early on, like we just did. So there we are, heading back on track towards Nabix, from which we'll fly on to Datob. Once in Datob, we are firmly in the arrival procedure into Dubai. So let's just monitor our aircraft here as we fly directly on to Nabix. Yep, that seems about right. We're flying directly onto Nabix. I think I entered the wrong waypoint. Yep, that's what happened. Not a problem. We are getting back in line, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Excellent. Nothing else to see. as we head on towards Nabix. Go outside, shall we? But nobody's saying anything here today. You know what? It's a shame if there are no messages in my chat before the stream ends, and we don't have a long stream today either. It's gonna be a first stream without anybody joining me. Ouch. Yep, and no one's watching, eh? Well, it's a Monday night, so I don't expect a lot of people to be watching a stream, but anyway, if you are watching this, consider supporting me, please. It would mean a lot to me if you could leave a like, a subscribe, and check out my channel, and you know, leave a few comments if you like. That'd be really nice, and it'll be appreciated. And that, ladies and gentlemen, here we are continuing our journey on to Dubai. You can already see our destination ahead of us. It's not too far away now, to be honest with you. Let's see. How far along are we, eh? We can use the tool of little nav map to tell us that once again. Still got some way to go here. But I'll leave nav map on for the time being. Doesn't seem like we have much else to do. I mean, this is an Airbus after all. Once you put anything on manage mode, you've got little to do. Just monitoring and make sure nothing goes foul. Besides that, there is very little to do. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Football Goat 69 has joined us. What airline? We're flying the Qatar Airways A320 today. Thank you very much, Football Goat, for tuning into my stream and coming into the chat. Hope you're doing well today. Welcome, welcome. If you're not already a subscriber of the channel, consider subscribing and liking this video, and I hope you stick around with me on this stream. Hope you're having a good day. Which Qatar Airways it is that we're flying today. We're going to Dubai. Football Goat 69. Alright, let's head inside the cockpit now and let's have a look, shall we? Okay, we're coming up on our top of descent here. Yes, we are. We're coming up. Football Goat, thank you so much for subbing. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you on my future streams. As you know, as you can see, I'm still a small channel. I'm still improving, but learning new things every day. And thank you very much. Glad to have you on board. Very glad to have you on board. Let's have a look at our nav map here. We're crossing our top of descent, so let's go ahead, get back in the cockpit, and let's get down to the business of descending down, shall we? Now that we've passed our top of descent, we should come down to 16,000 feet, and let's begin our descent right away. So at Nabix we're supposed to be at 16,000 feet, and hopefully the captain makes the descent announcement at least. Hoping for that. It's gonna make the announcement. Let's turn on the seatbelt lights here. And I think I turn annunciators on. Off.
From the flight deck,
Okay.
ladies and gentlemen. As you may have noticed, we have begun our initial descent down to our destination. Now would be a good time to wrap up any business you need to take care of as we prepare for our approach. If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated until the aircraft arrives safely at the gate. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for a ride.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. The announcement from the captain, and Football Goat 69 has asked me a question. What platform do you play on? Well, I'm on a PC right now. I play Microsoft Flight Simulator on a PC. How about you, Football Goat? Do you play any flight simulators, and if so, on what platform do you play? Okay, our descent is looking good, but we only have 23 nautical miles to Nabix. We should be able to make 16,000 feet easily. We're still traveling at 290 knots here. Our speed is being managed automatically, of course. No smoking lights are on, and there's an aircraft passing by awfully close. Anyway. You play on Xbox. Football Goat. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. I started playing on Xbox myself as well. To be honest with you, it's really nice on Xbox. The graphics are really comparable, if you ask me. And the controller actually makes it really nice to play Flight Simulator on Xbox. So yeah, I do occasionally play on the Xbox as well, although I don't stream on the Xbox. But yeah, good to know you're a flight simmer, Football Goat. Good to know you're a flight simmer. What aircraft do you usually fly on? And how long have you been doing this for? Okay, let's have a look at our descent here. Have a closer look. Let's see what's happening here. 12 nautical miles left, 18,000 feet. We're looking all good. No need to worry. Right on top of our descent as we come down to the coastline of the United Arab Emirates. Let's have a look at the weather conditions one last time, shall we? Before we come into land into Dubai. Check OMDB real quickly here. 37 degrees Celsius, very hot. 4 knot wind, nothing major. Okay, so nothing in the way of weather. You fly the Airbus A320, that's nice. Yes, I often fly the Airbus A320, and I also fly the 737, as well as a range of aircraft on my channel. I am also, my specialty is jet stunt flights though. That's what my specialty is, and in addition to doing these flights, I do perform some jet stunt flights. Football Goat, if you haven't checked those out, you know, have a look around. Feel free to comment on the videos and let me know. I'll be sure to reply, you know. Always looking for what you think, what you guys are looking for, suggestions, ideas, what you'd like to see next. So if you comment on any of my videos or leave feedback, I'll be sure to check it out. I'll be sure to check it out. Feedback is welcome. Okay, we've reached 16,000 feet, and as you can see, we are just about to pass a Nabix waypoint. Our next waypoint is Datob. And at Datob, we're supposed to be at 10,000 feet. So let's go ahead and program in 10,000 feet here. We won't start the descent just yet. We will wait to cross. And there we are, Datob. Let's begin our managed descent here. Okay, so we're descending towards 10,000 feet. Supposed to be at 10,000 feet at Datob. Shouldn't be a problem. 20 nautical miles left to make that descent. Go outside, have a look. We are making the turn. Although it's nighttime, we have the moon lighting up the sky here today. Because of that, we're able to have decent visibility here, allowing us to enjoy the flight simulator at night. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's look at the state of our descent now. 15 nautical miles to Doha, and we are looking like we are easily going to make 10,000 feet. Oh, okay. As you can see, why the reason why the climb rate just shallowed out right now is our auto throttle, our autopilot has commanded a decrease in speed, and speed is favored over altitude. That's why the aircraft will now try to drop the speed down before it begins descending steeply again. Football Goat, I also watch this channel called Amba Aviation. Yes, I'm very well aware of the channel Amba Aviation. I'm actually subscribed to Amba Aviation. I check out Amba Aviation's videos quite often. He does realistic flight experience videos. Oh yeah, that's for sure. His videos are very, very high quality, and they are realistic flight experience videos. I think you should do some more of them. I'll certainly try and do more and more full flights here. But some of the elements of videos that are full flight experience, they're at the moment out of my editing abilities at the moment. I simply don't have the time or the tools right now to come up with such edited videos, you know, because I do everything by myself at this point, obviously. So yeah, but I'll do my best. I'll try and make more flight experience videos. But yeah, I mean, I have started making more and more full flight videos with more editing in them. Like, I've started incorporating some montage and things like this. So with time, I'll be able to incorporate more and more heavy editing features. But mostly I focus on narrated flights, keeping it simple. Especially during the takeoff and landing phases, I don't want to edit those because I want to keep it transparent, so you guys can have a look at exactly what's going on. I mean, I have tried a lot of different editing styles, and I'll continue to experiment with them. But that's something to keep in mind, and I will definitely take your suggestion and make sure I keep that in mind. Football Goat. I'll definitely try and do that. Anyway. Let's see, a DB400. Okay, we've passed Doha and we've just about managed to hit 10,000 feet. At DB400, we're supposed to be at 7,000 feet, so let's go ahead and make sure we stay on top of this descent here. And our auto throttle has also commanded another decrease in speed. And let's see, how are we looking? Okay, I think we're looking okay right now. Yep, we're looking okay. As we come down to 7,000 feet, we're just about to cross 10,000. There we are. We can change our pressure back to the correct local pressure, 29.51 at Dubai. We can go ahead and turn on our landing lights here so that we can prepare now that we are under 10,000 feet in altitude. Let's go ahead and make sure our landing lights are on. Landing lights are on, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. People go. Tomorrow I think you should do a Glasgow to Antalya flight on the 737, because that's the flight I just went on. Glasgow to Antalya. Glasgow to Antalya. Okay. Well, that's an interesting idea right there. I think, you know what? Okay. Football Goat. Right now, I'm in between doing two different kinds of streams. If you've noticed, there is an Icelandic coastline tour that I'm in the process of completing at the moment. So it's either I do that tomorrow for the live stream or day after, or I can just do the one that you've just suggested. And you know what? I think either tomorrow or day after tomorrow for a live stream, I'll perform the flight that you've just recommended that you've just requested. Glasgow to Antalya. Now, would you like to see that as a live stream, or would you like to see that as a video? Football Goat 69. Would you like to see the Icelandic coastline tour leg 3 tomorrow for live stream? And the Glasgow to Antalya as a video in the coming days, or as a live stream? Let me know. Okay, here we are coming down to 7,000 feet here. We're coming up on DB401 where we're supposed to be at 6,000 feet. So let's go ahead and tune in 6,000 feet and allow the aircraft begin another managed descend towards 6,000 feet. We're not going to make 6,000 feet at DB401. But that's not too much of an issue. Let's just go ahead and see what altitude we're supposed to be at Solil. And that is 5,300. So we'll program that in as 5,000. And let's begin our descent, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. That looks lovely. That looks lovely. Here we are. We can about begin to make out the lights of Dubai. And we're coming into land in Dubai. And that is interesting. Football Goat, out of curiosity, I don't know where Antalya actually is. So you said you flew from Glasgow to Antalya. Where exactly is Antalya? Depending on the length of the flight, I might release that as a video or a stream. So do let me know. Okay, here we are descending to 5,000 feet here. And our speed has gone down to 210 knots. We could drop our flaps, but you know, as we know, the current approach that we're flying is basically an S-turn into the runway. We have plenty of time to drop flaps and do the necessary. By the way, that is one of the runways at Dubai International Airport that we're landing into. Okay, and we are reaching 5,000 feet. We're supposed to be at 5,000 at Solil. Solil is right here. So as you can see, we are back on track in terms of our descent profile here. Let's see, what else do we have to do here? Well, the next descent point is that we have to be at 4,000 feet at Ukrim, which is still quite a while away. There is Ukrim. We have to be at 4,000 at Ukrim. We have a long way to make that happen. So for now, we are looking good, and we'll just continue the way we are going. Let's go outside. Let's see what the passenger is. Oh, we just about missed it. Anyway, when we come back in for the turn, we should be able to see the coastline of the United Arab Emirates once again. Okay. Looks lovely. We should make the turn right at any second now. And with the turn right, we should be able to see the coastline. I'm waiting for that. Let's hold on and see if that happens. Okay, I can see that the engine, we've just had an increment in thrust. Wondering what just happened, but we'll see. Let's see, as soon as we make the turn, you know what, I gotta go have a look at the condition real soon. Oh, there it is. See that? The aircraft has actually reduced our speed all the way to 190. My goodness. That is a very, very, very low speed. We do have a speed restriction at Solil. That's why it did that. 185. As you can see, we are flying way too slowly for my comfort. I'm actually gonna leave it like this. Let's go and see this turn, then we'll come back in and there it is. There comes the turn. Let's see if we can see the coastline, shall we? There we are. We can see the two parallel runways, and today we'll be landing at the runway to our left. Runway 12 left is the one we'll be landing at. If you look closely, you can see the two runways. Oh, they just went out of sight. Anyway, we'll see them soon. Ah, there it is. As we make the turn, you can see the airport there. Let's go back in the cockpit, shall we? And stay on top of what's going on here. Speed is still dangerously low. We should probably lower our flaps. So let's go ahead and put our flaps to position number 1 here. And we are on our long final into Dubai. There is runway 12 left. Right ahead of us. Ladies and gentlemen, right ahead of us. Yeah. Okay. Let's now program in 4,000 the altitude we're supposed to be at Ukrim. Ukrim is right here, so we've begun our descent to 4,000 now. Hopefully we'll make it there. Followed by that, we need to descend down to 2,000 for DB 6112. 612, sorry. And with that, turn off anti-skid. Turn on anti-skid. Okay. Alright. We'll make 4,000 by Ukrim quite easily here. We can go ahead and turn off the dome lights now. We don't really need them, do we? Or we can just do that right before landing. No problem. That right before landing, let's have a look at... Ooh. For some reason, the logo lights are flickering there. Look at that. And I think the reason for that is because we are flying at the altitude where it turns on and off. Yep, that's probably the reason. But interesting that it's flickering, huh? Very, very interesting. Okay, let's get back inside here. We're at 4,000 feet now. We program in 2,000 feet. And we can begin our descent. Should we begin it right away? No. Once we cross Ukrim, then we'll begin our descent towards 2,000 feet. And yeah. Let's see how that goes. Football Goat, you'd like to see it as a live stream. Okay. You know what? Got yourself a deal. As long as it's not too long, of course. Where is Antalya again? I guess I'll have to do my research, figure out where Antalya is and how long the flight is actually. But yes, I will do that as a live stream then. I'll perform that as a live stream, and if it's too long, I'll just add a few touch and goes along the way to make it more lively. But otherwise, Glasgow to Antalya, live stream it is. Let's begin our descent to 2,000 feet now. Antalya in Turkey. Woof, that sounds like a long flight. How long was that flight that you had? Okay, we're descending down now. can now switch to localizer if we like. But yeah, we can turn on approach. Can also begin lowering our flaps here. There we go. The autopilot has responded accordingly. About 4 hours. It's about 4 hours. Okay. 4 hours. My longest stream so far has been 3.5 hours, but I think I can do 4 hours. I'm not sure. I think I can do 4 hours. You can do a video if you want. Okay. Let's see. Either for sure I'll do this flight for you. It's either going to be a video or a live stream. I'll try my best to make it a live stream. If not, I'll definitely do a video. Okay. So if I don't do a live stream, it will definitely be a video. But let me see what I can do about the live stream. Maybe add a couple of touch and goes along the way. You know, because 4 hours flying straight in an airliner is, you know, I want something more lively than that. So maybe if I'm doing it as a live stream, I would add a couple of touch and goes along the way, or a couple of stopovers along the way, so it will be more entertaining. Otherwise, I'll do it as a video. But I'll definitely do the flight from Glasgow to Antalya using the 737-900. The PMDG 737-900. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's go down to full flaps now. Let's turn on our auto brake to medium. We can put our ground spoilers armed. We have landing lights on here. Takeoff lights on. Okay, our seat belts should be on now. And we still haven't caught the glide slope yet, which should happen at any moment. We're gonna drop the landing gear. Thank you. You can also use the TUI livery because that is the airline I used. Okay, so you flew TUI from Glasgow to Antalya. Got it, mate. I'm going to actually use the TUI livery. I don't know how accurate the stop and goes will be. 2,500. Let's drop the gear. I don't know how accurate the stop and goes will be, but nonetheless, there we have the captain letting us know that it's time to prepare for landing, ladies and gentlemen. And our nose wheel, main gear, the entire lot has come down here. We are preparing for landing now. All right. Why isn't the glide slope catching? That's interesting, isn't it? It still hasn't caught the glide slope, and it's telling us that we're too high. Why is there so many issues with glide slope on the Microsoft Flight Simulator? I do not understand. Come on, man. Okay, you know what? I'm going to take manual control here. I'm going to fly this myself. Okay. All right, here we go for landing. Football goat right before landing. Yes, so that is confirmed. TUI livery, Glasgow to Antalya. All right, here we go for landing, ladies and gentlemen. Runway 2 alert. It comes with the plane. The captain announcement comes with the fly-by-wire A320. It's not an additional mod. So it's there for takeoff, it's there for cruising altitude, it's there for descent, it's there for landing. It's there for right before we start engines. It's there for starting as we taxi. There's announcements. 1,000. So there's a bunch of them. Anyway. Okay, here we go. Let's go for the landing. We're obviously too high here. It always happens, so I'm not too concerned about that. Let's see what we look like when we land, shall we? You don't have to turn it on, it automatically turns on with the controls that you use in the cockpit. So when
500.
Okay, I'll get into details of that right after I land, football goat.
400.
Okay, let's get this landing right.
300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
It was a harder landing than I would have liked. But we are down, ladies and gentlemen, and we are at Dubai. Let's turn off our landing lights, turn on taxi lights really quickly. Ground spoilers can come down. Flaps can go up. We are here in Dubai, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, football coach, you asked me how do you turn them on? The announcements, they come on automatically as you perform items around the cockpit. For example, when you turn on the beacon lights, it knows that you're about to start the engine and it will make the relevant announcement. Or for example, when you turn on the TCAS right before the runway, it knows you're about to take off. It'll make the relevant announcement in the cabin. So it's automatic. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We've reached Dubai International Airport. That landing was a little rougher than I would have liked. Nonetheless, still a decent one though. Still a decent one here. You know what I really hate about Airbus? The retard call out. For some reason it always throws me off, even though I know it's coming. I just can't make my peace with that call out. It always throws me off my game. But anyway, not making excuses here. It was a hard landing, but nonetheless, not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, here we are. Let's make this turn here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this aircraft taxied into one of these gates that we see ahead of us. A lovely assortment of aircraft present here at Dubai International Airport. Always very beautiful. This airport is never dull. It is absolutely incredible how lively this place is. Okay, so we'll turn into one of these gates. Let's see, let's find ourselves a parking, shall we? Okay, not here. Obviously, this guy is parked here. Let's see, where can we park? I'm looking at that gate right there. I think we can park there. Yep, let's go for that one. Let us go for that one, ladies and gentlemen. Parking number A7. Okay, let's take that. There we are. Hopefully that should get us. Oh my god, this A320 is quite difficult to taxi. You're coming in too quickly at the parking spot, but otherwise you should be just fine. Leave the aircraft right there. Parking brakes to on. Let's cut the engine, shall we? But right before that, I should probably turn on the APU. Already turned off one engine. As you can see, it's very noisy here at Dubai International Airport. It's very noisy. Oh, look at that lovely livery off to our left. We won't be able to hear our engine shutting down today because the noise is crazy. So let's go back inside here and let's turn off engine number 2. Go to our ground services, shall we? The logbook, always annoying. I need to turn that off as well. Keep forgetting about it. Jet bridge can come along. Fuel truck, the whole lot. And let's go up there. Let's turn off our switch there. Oxygen supply can come off. Emergency lights off. Seatbelt sign off. Sorry, there's the glitch again in Microsoft. Smoky lights off. All of this to the off position. Oh, sorry, it was already off. We can retract our landing lights. Taxi lights can come off. Runway turn off lights off. Beacon lights, strobe lights off. Wing lights are already off. The ADIR systems can come to off. The pumps, fuel pumps can come off. The engine bleeds can go off. So can the generators. We don't need them. APU generators can go off as well. All right. We've got all of that going. There we are, ladies and gentlemen, at Dubai International Airport. We have just attached the jetway. We have the ground services cargo loader, although it should be unloading, it's actually loading, but never mind that. Catering truck attached, and we have made it successfully into Dubai using the A320 from Doha. You now go ahead and turn off this entire thing. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We made it into Dubai. Very noisy airport here. Very, very noisy, to say the least. So, with that, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's flight. I really, really hope you enjoyed today's flight, and if you did, feel free to leave subscribe or like. And right before I leave you, let me just show you guys a bit of a drone view here. It's very noisy here in this airport, to be honest with you. But look at how lovely that looks, guys. You know what? I'm actually gonna, after that, I'll go on a drone view, and after that, I'll come back to this very view to wind up today's stream. Right before we go anywhere, let's have a look at the camera drone here. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Dubai International Airport and the beautiful city of Dubai that we can see. Hopefully you guys can hear me. This thing is very, very noisy. Football Goat, thank you very much for tuning in, and see you in the next videos or in the next stream. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this beautiful, beautiful airport and all these aircrafts parked here at Dubai International Airport. So, so lovely. Okay, let's now head back inside, shall we? Right before I head back, let me just take a little screenshot of this lovely, lovely view here. Okay. With that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in to my channel. I hope you enjoyed today's flight. And I hope to see you in many more streams to come, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. All right? See you and cheers.
So high, I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. sky on your mind.